Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Brad Keller. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses. And we are underway. Next pitch is outside.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Rolled slowly to first. He'll do it himself. And a quick out, number one. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Next pitch is popped up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
At third, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. In there, and it's 0-1. Bo Bichette, second-round pick, 2016, and a kid who comes from pretty good baseball family. His dad, Dante, played for California, Milwaukee, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Boston over 14 big league seasons, and Dante could swing it.
Yeah, and you just...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Kansas City Royals baseball show Midwest. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Cristian Pache. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
And that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Drew Waters stands in. And first offering is fouled off. Pache gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Base hit, left center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, no outs. And to the plate for Kansas City, MJ Melendez. looking to stay hot. He had 5 hits in the game last night. Liner snagged it first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow-mo.
Line drive. Gone! A 3-run homer, his first homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 3-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Now it's going to be Vinny Pasquantino. Here's your 1. That one down the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Just inside the line, and it's down for a knock. But now they hold him to a single. Doesn't have plus speed, so I guess they didn't want to try and stretch it there.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now, right side, Springer drifts towards it. And there's 2 away.
Batting in, the third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
So first and second with 2 outs. Hunter Dozier steps in for the Royals. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. And now it's Kyle Isbell, coming off an incredible hitting performance yesterday. And a foul ball.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
And the 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. And they clear the bases. 3 runs score. It's 6-0.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hyunjin Ryu won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher now for the Jays, Zach Pop.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Christian Pache. Singled and scored his first time. And foul ball. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away. So up next, Drew Waters. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
MJ Melendez will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Pache on second. Waters at first. 2 out of the inning. And that one pulled foul. Well struck right field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run across, and he's got a double. Bichette with a relay throw in there. He scores. And they now lead by 9.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this one. Liner, base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, right side. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. Royals 9 and the Jays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Here's George Springer.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after.
And it gets by him.
That is it. The first baseman, Vladimir.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch just misses. That's in there.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And here it comes. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. On the ground to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, that's such a routine play. Probably makes that throw accurately 99 out of 100 times, or even better. But that one just got away from him a little bit, and he couldn't stay on the bag at first.
And here is Matt Chapman in there for strike 1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Springer at second. Bell on at first with 2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays leave a pair. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. We head to the bottom of the second. And the batter now, Salvador Perez. Salvi is a star in Kansas City. He debuted with the Royals as a 21-year-old. Helped them win a World Series in 2015. In fact, he did more than help. He ended up being the World Series MVP. And they get Perez for the out. And there's one away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Flied out his first time. And that one ripped into right. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. Here's Hunter Dozier to the dish. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Swing and a base hit. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground, right side. Merrifield, the first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Yimi Garcia.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So the Royals batting order turns over, and to the plate for Kansas City, Christian Pache. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, caught. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Royals 11 and the Jays nothing. Back here in Kansas City, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Keller in his 6th season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. And the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Varsho measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batter number 50, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Back to the top of the lineup, Whit Merrifield. Next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time. Merrifield getting the start at second. 34-year-old vet, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Perez puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Kevin.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. On the ground, right side. Fires to first on the run. In there safely.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. On the ground to third. They get the force, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They trail in this one 11-0. Set for the bottom of the third. So here's the Royals DH, MJ Melendez. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Pulls that one foul. Bobby Witt Jr., a second-generation big leaguer, His dad won 142 games in the show. The Royals made Bobby Jr. the #2 overall pick in the 2019 draft. That's a laser base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Oh, he throws it away. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Now, Vinny Pasquantino. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Banks off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 12-0.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 1 for 2. Hot shot to third. Oh, nice play. It's there, and that's a great play.
Matt Chapman is as good as there is at third base right now in the big leagues. Great diving catch right there. This guy is so well-rounded in every play a third baseman can make.
So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Springer returns it to the infield, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here is Hunter Dozier. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Base hit and a run in to score.
Back-to-back base hits. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
First and second, 2 down. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. And it goes just foul. That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. That one is gone.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Adam Simber. He's into the game with the bases empty. Christian Pache steps in for the Royals for the 4th time tonight. Out to short. Bichette whips it to first. Inning over. Royals grab 3 on this homer. On to inning number 4. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, George Springer. The pitch. Foul ball there. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And he grounds one to the right side. Massey picks it up. Now the throw to first on the run. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he's made Dad proud so far in his career. Multiple all-star appearances. A guy who was born in Montreal way back when, 1999, when his dad was playing for the Expos.
Yeah, and so much violence with that swing. Exit velocity is charged and very fun to watch. More plate discipline than Dad. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
He's in there. Next is the designated hitter, Brandon Belt. And that's in there for strike one. Brandon Belt, who grew up in Texas, played his college ball at the University of Texas, and then went on to win World Series with the Giants in 2012 and 2014. They called him the captain for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. One left for Toronto. Still 16-0. Welcome back. And the batter now, Drew Waters.
The right fielder,
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And George makes the grab.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And it is gone. So he leaves the yard to left. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 18-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One out, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped towards third, and that one finds its way through. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
2 on with 1 out. And now here is Michael Massey. And that's just foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where
that one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Picks himself up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Here's the third baseman, Hunter Dozier. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Runner from second scores as they add on, and they extend their lead. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Anthony Bass. This is his third time out this year. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. He's already homered here in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Now 2 out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So the batting order turns over, and to the plate for Kansas City, Christian Pache. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Two outs, runner at first. Drew Waters now at the plate. Ripped on a line to center. Kiermaier makes the catch, and that'll do it. So in the end, 10 men come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. On to the top of the 5th we go. Royals out in front, 22-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Righty delivers. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Perez makes the grab, and there's one down.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses.
No ball.
That's strike 2. Got him looking. Strike 3 called, and a slider at the knees. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays.
Whit Merrifield.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Next pitch is downstairs.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And a 1-2 again. And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the DH, MJ Melendez. Bass back to work. Ripped into right field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So man aboard. Now here is Bobby Witt Jr. That's hard hit on the line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there is perfect.
And here is Vinny Pasquantino. Fly ball down the line. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Cut off. Now a throw home. He beats it safe. And the lead continues to grow. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And first offering is fouled off. Chris Salvia, Tommy John surgery. It seems like more and more position players are having Tommy John surgery. Remember, Corey Seager had it, Didi Gregorius, Travis d'Arnaud, just to name a few.
Yeah, he bounced back pretty well from it. He became the comeback player of the year in 2020. The second Royals player to win that award. The other one was Mike Moustakas, his former teammate back in 2017.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And gone. Salvador Perez leaves the yard. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 25-0. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Tim Meza. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Springer drop step going back and gone. his first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 26-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 1 out, nobody on. So up now for Kansas City, Hunter Dozier. On the ground. Fires across the diamond. Play is made, 2 out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Kyle Isbell. Ripped on a line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Now around second, going for third. And his third hit of the game is a triple. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Christian Pache steps in for the Royals. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on, and they extend their lead. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
So 2 down, Drew Waters getting ready to hit. That one ripped left field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Chad Green gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's making his second appearance of the season. Man at second here with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, MJ Melendez. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Right side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Guerrero the toss to first, and that ends the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We're through 5. You're dialed into the show. Top of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Keller back to work. Bichette measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. On to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. The outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Tapped softly on the ground. Witt picks it up on the run, sends it over to first. Throw not in time, and he's safe. So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hard hit right side. Slings to first, and Guerrero is set down. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. KC leads this one 28-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a speed threat. Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And a pitch. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I mean, come on, have a game. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. On a line, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hit hard, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Stepping in, Michael Massey. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Merrifield tossed to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives, and he can't hang on. Throws to second. The tag, save. And across to score comes the run from third.
Wastes no time there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over, and just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Just a single short of the cycle. In the air, out towards right center. Kiermaier trying to get there. Got it. Nice grab. And that'll do it. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. The Royals are on top 30-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
And a pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Strike 2. Roll to Dozier. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt next up for the Blue Jays. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Swings through that one.
No ball,
0-1.
strike.
Bounce to the right. Massey collects in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Matt Chapman. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Christian Pache. The pitch. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. And that one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Line drive. Kiermaier pulls that one down, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. Back after this on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Here comes a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Liner snagged at first.
Now back, second baseman.
Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Fought off foul. 0-1. On the ground to first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kiermaier now. That one's in there, 0-1. In the air, left field. Isbell drifts towards it, and that is that. Bottom of the 8th, so up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. In the air, left side. Varsho moving under it. 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Hunter Dozier. Out to short. Throw off line. He's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And that's what he needed. He has done it. What a performance at the plate.
He's come through for him at the plate in every way possible in this one. It might be a little bit of a quirk in terms of stats, but it's still a great achievement. Not something a lot of players have been able to do.
And now it's going to be Christian Pache. This one high in the air to left center. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back here in Kansas City, Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Bo Bichette.
Keller back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Springer in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game.